I actually decided to do something pretty cool for a video. This is not really required, and you really shouldn't be doing this anyway, and it might not actually be better than having a quick claw on your glacial golem, but I decided I was gonna do it anyway, and I thought it would be funny. So it was time to spend 500 million coins on a useless upgrade. So you're gonna watch me do that, but before then, make sure you like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It would give me a lot of reasons to keep going, and also maybe leave a comment, talk about how my bed's messy or something. I don't know. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into crafting one of the most useless things for this specific niche of the game. I have already went and bought all the materials you're gonna need, but basically, if you don't know what's gonna happen here, I'm buying a glacial golem and I'm crafting the brand new Hephaestus relic. Here's what it does. It basically makes you have 50% more of your pet stats, which is basically going to give me an extra 5 cold resistance, which is kind of useless, but it's kind of cool to have. And I bought another glacial golem to have instead of wiping my quick claw, because that would be a waste of money, and I'm not gonna do that. But I guess I'll show you the crafting recipe for the relic. So first, we're going to have to craft the anvil, which I have here. By doing this, we should be able to super craft it. But yeah, now we have the anvil, which lets me go into here, which as you can see here, it states that it increases all pet stats by 50%. So let's craft that, and now we have it. So now we are going to put this on our glacial golem. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, make sure it's my glacial golem. This thing's kind of expensive, so only your pet, and we're going to put this on the glacial golem. Here we go. Boom. Let's go. And basically what this is gonna do is it's gonna give me 15 cold res and 187.5 mining speed on my glacial golem, which is pretty sweet. And I'm probably the first person to put this on a glacial golem, and probably the last too. Alright, so I did a whole test on this. I had everything done, but I did a terrible job explaining it, and the tests were grief. So I'm gonna redo everything, and I'm gonna explain it to you now. Alright, so basically how it works is I'm going to be going into a sapphire shaft to test this. And a sapphire shaft specifically because this shaft allows me to go to 100 cold. Basically what that means is it allows me to utilize my stats to its full potential. Like if I chose something like amber or amethyst, I would finish the shaft before I hit 100 cold. And that's the main reason why we're using sapphire, to demonstrate the full utilization of each one of these types of glacial golems. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I will also be turning off 2 perks, which are RNG and can help you depending on what RNG element you roll. I happen to use Sky Mall and I think Mineshaft Mayhem is what it's called. And both of these are RNG and can help you with an RNG element. For example, I could roll Fortune, or I could roll Mining Speed Boost or something like that. And that would just ruin the tests. So I turned both of those off. I will be using a fillet of fortune and a pristine potato in each one of the shafts. So there's no bias, and I will be starting each of them at 4 cold. So just in case I lose track of time getting there, there's no difference between any of these. With that being said, let's get into the tests. All right, so we got the first little shaft here. Oh fuck, I accidentally messed up and got 2 cold, so now I gotta run. So I know it's a little delayed, but I apologize. Add 1 fine. I'm just kidding. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the whole shaft. I will speed it up with some music so you don't have to be too bored. But yeah, I'll speed this up and we'll see what we get. Alright, so if we go into the flawed and supercraft it, and we go into the fine and supercraft it, we got 276 fine sapphires, which is actually pretty good. So I finally found a shaft to use, and this one is going to be with the new glaciate golem, and I'm going to be starting at 4 cold as I stated, which is past 4 cold now, but that's okay. We're just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. It's fine. It's really not that big of a deal. I'll just start at 5 cold, which is fine. So I'm gonna record all of this, and then you'll see a little time lapse, and that's literally it. Nothing really is changing. I'm not going to do anything different, and I'll just see you when this shaft is over. All right, so that was the end of the test. I don't know. I may not have slowed it down there, but I actually ran out of sapphire veins there. So I don't really know if this is a fair comparison. I literally ran out of sapphire. I've never seen that happen before, but I did run out of sapphire. But we are going to go ahead and just go ahead and combine these. So for this one, I got 294 fine sapphires out of that entire shaft. I also wanted to say that I probably would have got like maybe 5 more fines if I would have been able to keep going. So I probably would say I got 299 fines out of everything. So from the testing, we were able to get 294 fine sapphires from the Hephaestus relic and 276 from using the quick claw. And even with some skill issue, the fact that I did not use 4 cold with Hephaestus relic automatically does prove that this is better most likely than the quick claw, because even if I was inefficient with the quick claw, I still got to the end of the route fairly quickly. And as you know, I have my gameplay shown, even if it is in time lapse. If you really care, you can look at it. It's definitely showing that it's better. And if I do the math, so after doing the math, or having ChatGPT do the math for me because I didn't feel like doing it, we can see that it states that 294 is approximately 6.52% greater than 276. Now, there is margin of error here. I do believe my gameplay could have differed slightly, so I'm most likely gonna say that it's a 5% increase, which means that Hephaestus relic might actually be better than the quick claw, because as I failed to mention, I ran out of veins to mine in that sapphire route, which you've seen in the video, and we didn't even get to the end of the route with my click claw. So I do believe that maybe Hephaestus relic is 4 to 6% better than quick claw. You guys can do your own testing, but from me, I'm pretty sure that's probably true. Like I said, there is margin of error, there's skill error, there's plenty of different errors, I'm sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.